Thank you very much for waiting. We have the next session start. Mr. Yamaguchi. The 2014, after joining Monster Lab, came to city of Matsue and I worked for the start of the office here. He has 2 children and now he focuses on the mob application at the newly opened office in Matsue. He also likes playing flute, so he joined a local festival. And this year, he joined the eve of the festival and play flute, enjoy the local festival as well as working here. So he's going to talk about the problem solving, the learning method using Ruby, that jointly provided by the University of Shimane. Thank you very much. I'm Yamaguchi from Monster Lab. I'd like to talk about our education program at the university, and I'd like to talk about how we use Ruby in that context. So first, about myself. As kindly introduced, I originally from Miyagi Prefecture, and I came to Matsue City in 2014. And usually I work for web application and a mobile application. So this is a picture of the festival I joined, and I think the color of my the jacket is the color of ruby. So amongst the audience, you might have been working for the newly developing talents HR for newly hired. From a company's point of view, company like to have the skilled students or skilled newly hired. However, often the newly hired do not have the practical skill, so there is a gap. So to fill in this gap, not just engineering knowledge, ones also need to understand and how students study at the school. And also to acquire IT personnel or IT engineers, there are many challenges in Japan. In particular, the working population in Japan is decreasing, and also there's the migration or the movement of the young population from the local cities to Tokyo. So here is another big challenge for us. So today I'd like to talk about what we have been doing with the Shimane University to develop the future engineers. That's a collaboration project amongst the government, local government, industry, and academia. And this is the system development project that participated by the local IT companies. And the purpose of this is to offer the practical skill acquiring opportunity to students at the university. So the Monster Lab, where I worked, they participated this project since 2016 as mentor company. They're using this project, we work to develop the efficient and effective the studying opportunity for students. And I'd like to talk about some of our experiences. So first I'd like to talk about this project itself, and then I'd like to touch upon how Ruby is related. So there are many important aspects. The Ruby's role, the Ruby is of course the programming language, so it's quite important in this project, but also the Ruby in this local area is a hub to connect the different parties in society. So I'd like to talk about all these aspects in my presentation. So this system development project is the joint project supported by the government and university and also IT companies. And the second year, third year students of Shimane University studying the system engineering participate in this program. The purpose of this project is to develop IT, the human resources, IT personnel, and also to develop the human resources in a local area to increase the employment in a local area. And the start of this project is a proposal given by employees. So participating employees give the theme for the system development, and then the students, they're looking at the theme and they select the theme they like to choose, and they set up the group. Each group would consist 6 or 7 students, and then the mentor company who gave the theme proposal also work as mentor company. So since 2014, we've been working in this way. And for this project, the IT company's engineer keep providing the support to students throughout the year. And then in December, the students will make the presentation on the system they have developed. And as for this project, the students would have 4 days for deployment, and 4 sprints altogether. So the 1 sprint to deploy in each day or on 1 day. So this is a kind of restriction compared to the real world. So there are some additional supports and provided, so the students can complete the system by the end of this December. And also there are many additional workshops provided, so the students can learn agile development and UI UX in addition to the actual topics they are working on related to their selected topic. And also this is what I heard from Professor Hirotomi of Shimane University. And this is rather rare, the model, where the IT company make this much of involvement, the commitment in developing the local the resources, the students. This is rather rare from the global perspective as well. So this is a picture. You see the company's IT engineers working with or supporting students. And also students work with the different students with a different age, and also working with the engineers. So at first, the students feel a little bit nervous, but they learn lots of ideas from those working engineers, and they say they were really inspired. So for example, one student said their image of IT company really changed, and also they improved the communication skill, and also they could learn the technology they did not learn at the class at school. And also often the media talked about the IT company as the bad company or the black company, but they could learn the reality of the company only by working with the engineers of the company directly. So there's many positive feedback. So I'd like to introduce one of the examples of this project, and this is the one the Monster Lab requested. So this is the theme we gave, the system development or application development for the foreign engineers who are working in a Japanese company to learn the business Japanese in a short time. So at our laboratory as well, there are 4 foreign employees, engineers. So the participating students came to our office and did an interview with our foreign staff directly. And based upon the interview, the students did this user story mapping, and also made the sketches of the device or the program they're going to build. So the conceptualization and designing phase, the students worked together with the support given by the engineers. And also for the agile development process, the students did the product backlog, and also they did a quotation and a sprint planning, and also they made some improvement based upon their learning. And at each process, those working engineer company mentor gave the necessary support. So those the IT engineers who are already working at the IT company showed some kind of the role model to the students, and that positive impact that seems to be quite effective for those students to think of their future career. Now I'd like to talk about how Ruby is involved in this project. Here, the Matsue, the Ruby developed by Matsumoto-san plays very important role. It's not just a programming language. The Ruby connects the many different groups of people in society. So first I'd like to talk about the technical aspect as programming language first. So at the beginning, the Ruby is quite easy language to learn. So when we introduce a programming language for the first time to students, the Ruby was a very suitable selection. And also we use Sinatra because the resource was limited. So the setting up was much easier compared to Ruby on Rails, for example. And if the setup is easier, that students could maximize the time for deployment. And also we did lots of hands-on lecture and how to use Sinatra, Git, and GitHub, and also pair mode programming. So we gave some sideline supports for this project. So the participating students were not just the third-year students, second-year students learning this kind of program for the first time. But by participating in this program, they learn programming skill quickly, and in particular, they learned to help each other. And by the working together at the end of the project, they could also appreciate a sense of achievement as well. And this is how the Ruby connects the different parts of society. Since 2006, we had this project, and a Monster Lab came to Matsue because of Matsue City's interest in IT, because of Ruby. And that is how I also came to City of Matsue. And because of this particular background of mine, I'm very happy that I can also contribute to the IT talent development of this local area. We worked on the programming in this project, and in other aspects, I really could feel the Ruby really spreading very widely in this area. So I think it's because of the many years' efforts here, the good foundation for collaboration amongst the school, industry, and the government is very well established. So this local industry promotion centering on Ruby, and then as part of it, IT talents development. So all these are the focus area for the local government as well as local industries. And that is how the number of the students has been increasing slightly, and also the students renewed their image about the IT companies because of the working experience side by side in this project. So as a result, for companies, they can hire the talented young engineers, and the young engineer find employment in a local area where they are raised. And in this project, also the vision, the future is emphasized, and then the students as well as industry find a way to contribute to the achievement of the vision. And also, as I mentioned, this is a model where the local government, industry, academia can cooperate since the beginning of the project in 2006. The three parties they worked very nicely. The collaboration has been very successful. And also, recently, we have introduced innovation-focused the teaching model. So this industry becomes active participant at the learning at university, and in this way, the know-how of the companies can be also accumulated. So new research collaboration with different industry or the different business, this will provide the new opportunities for innovation. And this kind of innovation opportunity can be participated by the young engineers. And by repeating this kind of cycle every year, we can also expand the ecosystem of Ruby. So here's my conclusion. Since 2006, we started this collaboration amongst government, local government, industry, academia in Shimane, the Shimane University. So the students can learn how to develop the system. So this is the students' talent development, but also this is beneficial for IT company to acquire the talented IT engineers of future. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Mr. Yamaguchi, thank you very much.